Hey, everybody. Um, I have some friends that want to know how I kid up my kids. I might not do them like everyone else, but okay. Say, this is your legend. All right. And say I want number 23, which is a Q. I go into my containers. Okay. Let me pull it out. Okay. And there's 23. Hold up. Okay, maybe you can see better now. There's a 23 on the container. Okay, say if I come into, say X, on this legend, X is number 30. I go in my container and I pull out number 30. This is the simple way to do it and the easy way. And then when you get down, you can put your drills in little small Ziploc baggies. And you can usually get them baggies online, like from Temu, Amazon, or you can go into Hobby Lobby and go back there where the jewelry aisle is, and you can find them in there. They're not hard to locate. That is how I kit up my paintings. I go by the legend. And I have numbers on my containers. And that way, then when I empty them out, I don't have to keep putting numbers on the bottles. And if you got more than one of the same color, just get up one color at a time of it. And leave the other ones, in something else. That's the way I do. But there is no wrong way of kitting up and no right way. It's whatever you're comfortable with. Me, I'm comfortable with the number system. That's just me. But I was wanting to go back up to Hobby Lobby and get that Beauty and the Beast painting, but I think I'm going to hold off on that. Because I want to be home for when my other ones come. I don't want the same thing to happen that happened before when I had a package on the porch. Somebody took it off and stole my stuff out of it, but they got caught. That's all that matters. They got caught up in it. And that's why on the next Monday, that ain't too far away, I had to go to court. Yeah, over that. I mean, I don't know why people want to take stuff that ain't theirs, but they do. That's the way a thief is. Too lazy to work for something and try to take the easy way out. I guess that's what happens when you're hooked on those drugs and all that crazy stuff. But I have never had no need for none of that. But I'm working on these two doggies. Let me take these papers off so y'all can get a good look. And I can always put them back on there. On the parts I'm not working on. But this is one of them from Hobby Lobby. I think I bought this one when my husband was out of town. I'm not sure. I think. But here's what it looks like. Ain't that pretty? Well, let me take the other paper off. Didn't realize I still have one on there. So y'all can get a good look at him. Okay, there. Aren't them cute? Two little Australian puppies. I love Australian dogs. And I had a Rottweiler. Oh my God, he was mean. I mean, he wasn't mean when I had him. Well, he really wasn't mean. He was protective. He protect what was his. And when I seen him, he had one brown eye, one blue eye like an Australian pup. So he was mixed with Australian Shepherd. And the lady let me have him. And he was, you know, like I said, protective. He loved me. But he would fight in a minute. Then I moved to where I couldn't have him, so I let this guy that lived in the country have him. He was a fantastic doggo. But the lady that had him, a guy was going to take her to court because the dog bit him. What it was, she came home and there was blood all over her floor. And she thought maybe the dog had got hurt somehow. And she kept looking for the dog, and she found him laying in front of the closet in her bedroom. He had taken a man that broke into her house. He bit that man's fingers off. 3 of them on one hand. And he was up in her closet hiding from the dog. Yeah. And the fingers laying on the floor. I told her I really don't believe that. She said, well, I'll show you the police report. And I'm like, oh my God. I guess he really was protecting what was his. And the only reason the police didn't take him was, you know, he was in his house. He was doing what a dog would do, you know, protecting his owner and the property. But when I had him, I had no issues with him. He was a fantastic dog. But for some reason, Chihuahuas will always be my heart. I love them. If I had my way, then I'd have about 10 of them. I wouldn't be the old woman with the cats. I'd be the old woman with the yapping dogs. You know how they carry on. But my dog don't do that unless somebody's at the door or he hears something on the porch. He don't sit and yap all day. 'Cause I wouldn't have that. He knows that. But I just did a video. I retaped it of the haul that I did. The rest of my Hobby Lobby haul. I have 4 paintings, and I had some beads, and I had some containers that you kit up in. Yeah, I had on the same dress. 'Cause I'm doing it all in the same day, so what do you expect? I ain't one of these change clothes in every video I do. If I'm doing more than one, the same day, don't make no sense. I even did one other night in my nightgown. So what do y'all think about that? It is what it is, right? But this is all I have right now. I'm gonna head off here, but that's how I kit up. I don't know if it's any help, but you can kit up in containers. You can kit up in containers with little lids. Okay. You can kit up in baggies. There's a lot of different ways you can kit up. And some containers are round, like little round bottles like that. Well, let me put that finger down. That look awful. Little round bottles with a lid that you twist off. Some people prefer them. And for some reason, I keep going to what they call the Tic Tac boxes. I just love these boxes like this. Yeah, I don't have no of this but Ward. I just have these from Timu. I don't have all that kind of money. And if I did, I'd buy me a more expensive diamond painting. There's one I'm wanting. It is $100 and some. It said Josephine Wall. I am determined to get one of them. I really am. I'm determined. One way or another, I'm going to get it. But I'm going to head off here and I'll talk to you guys later. And y'all have a blessed day. Goodbye for now.